To be effective internationally, to be strong at all, you have to be united domestically. And when people say Singapore is a safe haven, in an uncertain world, in Singapore, you have security, you have safety, and one big part of that safe haven, one big factor, is stable politics, good politics. I know that many Singaporeans want more opposition MPs. If you ask why, they'll say, well, we'd like a stronger check and balance on the PAP. And I would say the opposition have a role to play in our democratic system. It's here to stay. Opposition MPs are never going to disappear from Parliament. I accept this. That's the way democracies work. We started in a very unusual position with almost overwhelming PAP presence in Parliament, almost zero opposition, and now there's significant opposition, and I don't think that's ever going to change. And we will work with this. But Singapore also needs an effective system of government, which is led by a good and capable ruling party, and that depends on elections producing outcomes which work for Singapore. And what are outcomes which work for Singapore? They are when, after the election, the country is able to generate a leadership which is capable, which is committed, which is honest, which can run a competent and efficient, effective government, defend our place in the world, and lead Singapore safely through crisis. That's ultimately what it's about, right? What are elections about? To choose who's to lead the country and to make sure that the team which can lead the country can do so well. In fact, ideally, can the team which can lead the country most successfully and most effectively. And part of the system is you have the ruling party and you have the opposition party, you have ruling MPs and opposition MPs. But if voters keep on electing more opposition MPs, even when the government is doing a good job, then beyond a point, it must weaken the government's ability to govern, to form the best possible team for Singapore, and to run this country the way Singaporeans have come to expect. It must be so. Some people say, the civil service is marvelous, you don't need a good minister. Anybody can be the minister. The perm sec will do the work, you just sit there and say yes or no. It's like saying you don't need a good sec-gen. The unions are fine. Sec-gen just sits there and says everything is good. Really? When you work in a company, is that how it works? If you see a company where the boss is doing that sort of thing, do you think good people are still going to be in the company? Or they'll say, this place no hope, better go and work for a better boss. To run a good team, you need a good leader. And if you don't have a good leader, the good team will melt away. And we need to have that kind of leadership, that kind of quality, in order for Singapore to perform and to succeed the way it deserves to do.